Hey, it's Bob Nagin, and in this episode of Real Retail TV, I'm going to share a story about a business meeting that changed my life, and I think it might change yours too. But before we get to that, there is still time for you to register for the Retail Success Summit. It's virtual. You don't have to get on a plane. You don't have to rent a hotel. You can do all of your family chores from the comfort of your own home, and you get a better than money back guarantee. If at the end of day one you aren't thrilled with your investment of time and money, give our office the call. We'll give you all of your registration money back plus $500. You're taking absolutely no risk. The upside is huge. The downside, well, it doesn't exist. So register right now. It was in one of those periods where my retail business, the Mackinac Kite Company, was in, well, what shall we say, severe financial distress. I mean, we were going broke, and I didn't know what to do about it. And I was a member of a business networking group at the time called ProfNet. And our financial advisor was also a member of that group. And after a meeting, I pulled Jay aside and I go, Jay, man, my business is going down the tubes. I want to protect my assets. What can I do? I mean, the stress was at 11, not 10, 11, for those of you who have seen the movie Spinal Tap. And Jay said, hey, I know this guy. Would you like to meet this guy? And, sure, I'll meet that guy. What is anybody going to do? I didn't know, but I was grasping at straws. I liked and respected Jay, so yeah, I'll meet your guy. Then I took my dog Buddy for a walk, nice long walk. And during that walk, I decided to pull the plug on our business. I don't know how we can save this thing. It's done. So I was going home and I was going to tell Susan the decision, call my brother Steve, who was my partner, the decision, sort of get him to sign off on it, but it was done. Well, I come into the apartment and Susan's on the phone with this guy, Tom Williams, Jay's guy. And so Susan gives me the phone and Tom Williams asks me a whole series of very pointed questions. And of course, because I had been thinking about how to save this business for so long and so intensely, I knew all of his answers right away. And then all of a sudden, he very calmly says, well, Bob, I think we can save your business. Okay. And he says, can you come to Grand Rapids? We live in Grand Haven, 45 minutes away. And I said, sure, I can come to Grand Rapids. He said, well, when can you come? I said, Mr. Williams, it takes 45 minutes to get to Grand Rapids. I can get there in about 20. He laughed, but we went right there. Brother Steve, Susan, and I went to visit Tom Williams. And so we're, telling him all of these problems, blah, 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 blah. And he just kept shrugging his shoulders and saying, it's just business. It's just business. And then we'd say, but you don't understand. Our vendors are our friends and we owe them all this money. And, we had a whole litany of problems that seemed to be unsolvable. And Tom Williams just kept shrugging his shoulders and saying, it's just business. It's just business. And we were driving back and all of a sudden it really struck me that Tom Williams was right. It's just business. And that lesson has pulled me through so many stressful times. I have shared that lesson, shared that story with so many people who are under duress, and there's always a sense of comfort that comes from hearing somebody affirm that it's just business. You see, your success as a person is not determined by your success as a business person, as a retailer. The success of your store is not a reflection on your intelligence. Recognize this. First and foremost, you are a mother, a father, a son, a daughter, a husband, a wife, a friend, a lover. You matter despite anything that might be happening in your store. And I get that right now things are stressful and things are uncertain, and all of that uncertainty creates anxiety. But that's why I wanted to share this story with you. Because when you start to feel that anxiety, when you wake up in the middle of the night thinking about what you can do for your business, with your business, remember, it's just business. All right, you guys, it's Bob Nagin. I love you. We'll talk to you next week. I hope that you choose to register for the Retail Success Summit. Registration is still open, and it's just business, but you'll be a lot better at business if you go to the Retail Success Summit. So register now.